Okay, I think it's time. It's been about a week since the patch has been out. So let's go ahead and go over the biggest winners and the biggest loser, singular, of the patch. Let's see. So we'll start here. Biggest winners, biggest loser, got away with murder. So I don't think everybody's gonna be on this list. This is gonna be like, just like the highlights of the patch, right? So let's start with big winners. I already have somebody in mind for this. So let's just go ahead and go for the first one, Ginyu. We gotta talk about Ginyu. You can't talk about big winners of this patch without talking about my man Ginyu. Okay, so why Ginyu? Man, I mean, his buffs are good, right? Like this buff right here, 236H being plus on block. For the first time ever since the game came out, he can summon on block now, which he's never been able to do. So now he no longer is Omega dependent on assists, but now it's like he's even less reliant on assists than he was before. That's a reason why he's a big winner in and of itself. But the reason I put him here is just because he's no longer glitched. That's the main reason to me as a Ginyu main. That's the main reason why he's a big winner, because now if you can use Ginyu B without the fear of, oh, I'm gonna get glitched. Because before, every single time you called it, there was just like this fear that like, oh man, like, is this the one? You know, is this the time where like, you know, I'm not gonna be able to call my members? Like, using Ginyu B, bringing Ginyu in, and then doing this, and nothing would come out, was literally like the saddest thing that could ever happen. And it happened very frequently. There would be matches where I'd be down to Ginyu, and it's like, okay, I'm gonna try to make this comeback. And then you do this, nobody comes out. And it's like, just the fact that that is gone, to me, makes Ginyu a really big winner in this patch. Like, thank God. And because that glitch has been in for so long. Like, it's been in the game for so long, and it's like, dang, at this point, I don't think they're ever gonna remove it. But they actually did. And they got rid of the Guldo glitch. You know, the Guldo glitch where if you tag Ginyu out and use his assist and then tag him back in, you lose Guldo's freeze ability. Like, you couldn't freeze people, which means you lose your routing, which means, you know, bad things. So again, that's gone as well. So yeah, big winner for sure. All right, moving on. Let's see, who's the next one? This is a good one. 21. Basically, they just took everything that was already good about her and just made it better. They buffed her already ridiculous zoning. The fact that this combos into itself and you can convert it full screen is just crazy. Not to mention they buffed this as well. And you can do this. She got better mix-ups. But the number one thing, of course, is that she finally got her level 3, not back, but she gets level 3 pressure again. And it's not the same as it was, but it's actually kind of better now, because now that she gets to pick the steals, you get to knock them down, get health back, and she gets like at least like 50% back, by the way, and pick your steals, and her steals are broken. Yeah, she has harmonics. So it's like you get harmonics, a knockdown, damage, healing, and then her steals now have access to an inescapable command grab. A command grab that you cannot jump out of. If the person sees this and they try to jump, you still grab them. The only way to get away from it is to mash backdash with perfect timing, or else you're thrown. You know how crazy that is with this, for this character to have that? And she gets it every time she level 3s you? Insane. Like, yeah. I mean, I'm happy for the 21 gang. You know, people have been wanting to see this character be stronger again. And, you know, she was a terror in, like, the high-level scene for a long time. So the fact that, you know, I feel like she paid her dues. She paid her debts to society. And, I mean, the power level of the game is so high now that it's okay for her to be, like, really strong again, in my opinion. Okay, who's next? Beers, yeah, we can say him. So, Catman, why is he such a big winner? Obvious answer is just this. A lot of the cast cannot stop this. And personally, I haven't run into this yet, but I feel like when this eventually catches on, it's probably gonna be pretty toxic because a lot, and I mean a lot, of characters cannot stop this. I wouldn't be surprised if this gets reverted because I mean, it is insanely powerful, dude. Exactly. He can kick these around too. It's like, I feel like what a lot of people aren't talking about is one of the best assists in the entire game got so much better. This was already in the talks of being the best assist in the game, you know, right next to Krillin Rocks and, you know, Janemba A and stuff like that. Like, you know, the top tier assists. But now that this does this, I mean, Jesus Christ, man. That is crazy. That's actually crazy. 19 frames, by the way. So you have a 19 frame shield. You call this out, and now you have a shield to projectiles. That's actually, man, yeah. I mean, he got other things too, like you know, he can do this. But I mean, just this alone, I think, is enough to just be like, wow, this is, okay, yeah, that's, I wouldn't be surprised if this gets taken away in the future. Where is he? A couple of you guys have already said him. Yeah, the bully. Man, I don't know if this is ordered or not. If this is ordered, he might go there. Like this, loosely ordered. But, yeah, the bully, all of his buffs are insane. His 5M lunging across the screen and being a medium starter and being safe is ridiculous. This move is so toxic now. The fact that it is not punishable anymore is just insane at -5, especially considering like what it gives you if it hits and it just eats through everything. If you get hit by it, you just automatically die. And then of course, I mean, yeah, the barrier building meter is a really dumb change. Like, I mean, it's not good enough that he gets to ignore the whole game. When he's like this, assists and projectiles don't affect him at all. But on top of that, he's building meter. Yeah, and it stacks with limit break. So it's just like, wow. Wow. And he still has his key blasts, who, like some of you guys mentioned, he's one of the only characters that can go through Beers' orbs, you know? Because he has a very high priority key blast. So it's just, man. Yeah, this character, yikes. You guys mentioned another one that I definitely agree. GT Goku. I feel like GT Goku is a really big winner. I feel like he's kind of like an understated big winner. I feel like for the first time since he got nerfed, I feel like he's actually threatening again. Like him being able to, like all of his, like a lot of his moves being sped up, like his 2S, which is just already a great move, that being sped up, him being able to loop this on top of the fact that it's Ki Blast invul. So like the fact that he actually has a pseudo Ki Blast that he can sort of chain is so good for him. This being safer on whiff is really good. Like that's extremely good. Because I mean, this is a medium starter. It's very fast. How fast does it start up again? He has 9 frames. 9 frames and it barely has any recovery. Like all of his buffs are good, but man, the #1 thing is just this. Like that assist being back to a normal speed, that's another thing I have not seen. People are really not, I haven't, like, at least me personally, I mean, I play this game every day since the patch, but people have not really been utilizing this assist yet. And like this, for the life of the game, this was the best assist in the entire game. And like it's back now, and I feel like the day when this assist catches on again is gonna be tough because it still retained its new hit stun. Like look at that, plus 80, so it has the infinite hit stun that they gave it in the previous patch to make up for it being slow, but it's fast again. So it's fast, it has infinite hit stun, and they don't fly away, so you get your conversion. Man, he's back to being one of the best mids in the game now. Like, in terms of, like, reliable mids, he's way up there. Oh, and, man, before I forget, I almost forgot. And, yeah, another thing that doesn't get talked about that much, his Genki Dama, they removed the damage restriction on it. They damage restricted it way back in Season 2. They damage restricted it, and they removed it. So now he's a meter dump character on top of everything. So yeah, like, GT, he really is in talks now of being one of the best mids in the game. Because when you factor in that he's got meter dump capabilities, he's got, like, basically, you know, debatably the best assist again, and then he has a super, he has supers that power up when characters die. It's like, I mean, he is like the definition of a mid now, which is really good. The game needed more well-defined mids. So that I feel like this is really good for the health of the game and for team building in general. Let's do a couple got away with murder. This guy right here. This dude, the fact that he got slightly buffed is just, it's hilarious, bro. It's actually hilarious. 17 got I mean, it wasn't crazy buffs, but he got buffed, dude. People have been begging, literally begging for him to get nerfs, and they did nothing. Yeah, Krillin. So Krillin is a character that I was almost certain was gonna get nerfed, and the fact that he too only really got buffed is insane. And I'm just kind of shocked because he's so prevalent at high level play. Like, he's not a rare character in tournaments. And, you know, you would think that that would get him a lot of attention, but I guess, like, maybe they don't really watch tournaments like that? I guess that's the only thing I can assume. And I cannot believe that the Senzu glitch is still in the game. I can't believe it. Like, the whole glitch where if you throw a Senzu and then you DHC, you get 2 bars instead of 1. It's crazy. It's crazy to think about. My man, he got away with it. I'm really tempted to put hit here, but I kind of want to save it. I kind of want to save that for somebody else. I think I'll put hit at the top of big winner. So hit, this is another obvious one. I don't think we got to talk about this one too much, but I mean, this one, it's just obvious. He got a rework. He was already really good, but they decided to just rework him. So he has time freezes in spots where he just never had it before, which leads to, you know, the infinite. Because now, if the opponent is in hit stun and you do certain attacks, you know, it freezes the screen, which leads to those loops. But even outside of him being able to do those loops, he got his old loop back, which people always wanted. People, when this, because, like, you know, I make a lot of content for this game, like, obviously. And this was one of the most, like, community angering things I ever saw. When they took hits corner loop out of the game, people were irate, dude. They were irate. So the fact that I didn't think he would ever get it back, because I felt like they took it back. They took it away for a reason.
I don't know.
But then they gave it back to him. So big winner there. This being fully invincible and still cancelable is crazy. His moves activating time stop when you're in hit stun is insane. And then, of course, him having access to this. is just bonkers. Him being able to teleport to your location, which gives him a whole bunch of new, you know, combo routes and things that he can do. It's just crazy. Like, he's not a character that needed a complete from the ground up rework, but he got one. He was already good, but they reworked him from the ground up and just made him way better. So yeah, he's on the cusp of being the biggest winner. If he wasn't already good, I would say he was the biggest winner. Yeah, let's do Kid Buu. Because Kid Buu, he's just a character that no one believed in him anymore, right? Like he's been considered like Omega Weak for the past how many versions? Like we've gone through, I don't even know. Like ever since we stopped getting character updates, the game's gotten like 4 or 5 new versions, you know, where the game changed, you know, one where we got active tag, one where we got this, one where we got that, you know. But throughout all of that, no one ever felt that Kid Buu was strong or even relevant. However, now I feel with like his overhaul, because it's kind of like he's similar to Hit. He got completely overhauled and now he actually functions as a character. Yeah, these loops, this is the explanation for why he's a big winner. Just look at the loops. I got hit by this the other day. The loops are crazy, bro. So he's got loops like this. His offense got way stronger because of 2S having no landing recovery. Also, he can make Boo Ball Plus. He's just all around just way better. They got rid of a lot of his lag. He felt very laggy and just like unfun to play. He can throw arm ball at you now, like much faster and much more easily. And again, I feel like he deserved it. He deserved it because he's another character that, you know, people just didn't even want to play. Yeah, look at the loops, bro. Like having a character on the character select screen that people don't even want to play is just, it's kind of sad. So getting these kind of changes to where the character actually becomes fun and like interesting again, I'm definitely all for it. Yeah, I'll say yes, Broly. I agree. I feel like this is another one where it's pretty simple. Basically, they just did what everybody has been asking for, and they made his buttons not feel like absolute trash. The fact that he can actually press his buttons now, and he's not gonna die a horrible death afterward, I feel like is enough to say that he's a big winner. Because he's had like the slowest, you know, ugliest, laggiest buttons forever. And like not being able to just do a 5L and feeling like you're gonna die, it was very tragic. So his staple buttons being safer, especially like his 2M, and if you do 2M, it's -1, is crazy. And his 5M, which was already like his best button, this button is disgusting. This is super safe. Like if you hit it from a tip range, look, that's -2. -2 on a character that murders you. Keep in mind, if this is a death sentence, if this basically Vegito style button hits you, you die. Yeah, that is a TOD starter and it's beyond safe. It's barely even like losing your turn situation. Extremely safe. So like, that's crazy. And then the fact that he has actual, I did the wrong input. The fact that he has actual command grab now that's actually fast is insane. Key Blast got better, 2S got better. It's just, I mean, yeah. The fact that they introduced the limit break buff and it actually does, hold on, let me do it real quick. The fact that they introduced the limit break buff and they had the audacity to make it stack with his passive is insane. Look at his meter, bro. That's so illegal. That's so illegal. You would think they would make you pick one or the other, but it actually stacks, which is the definition of diabolical. Yeah, it's active during cutscenes. You can do a super and it'll still go up. You can do his level 3 and it will be going up. Not to mention, God forbid you ever land this. His auto combo. Yeah, this character's just goofy now, man. That's a goofy character. There's a couple, you guys threw out a couple more, I do agree. I'll put base Goku up there. There's only two things really to talk about. It's this, the fact that they fixed his beam, because everybody hated that his beam was so hard to convert off of. That was like his biggest complaint. Oh yeah, they also fixed his leg. They made his leg way better because, yeah, they reduced the recovery on this, which is great. You know, -5 now, even from up close, right? Yeah, -5 no matter what, less from further away. -1 right there. They fixed his beam, but as you guys said, the system mechanic changes turn him into a winner, because this character is designed to be an anchor. And this character passively gaining meter is like the craziest thing in the world. You can't let this guy have meter, but he's getting it passively. That, and they buffed Kaioken. And not to retread what we already talked about with Super Broly, but the meter goes up during supers. So you can be Kaiokening someone and you're getting meter. You can jump scare someone, do this, and your meter's going up. That is not okay. Oh, and I feel like this buff is huge, man. This one is way bigger than I thought it was gonna be. Have you guys actually fought base Goku lately? Have you fought a base Goku that uses this? Bro, this comes out so fast. It tracks you so quickly. This move is really scary at neutral. It's really scary. Like, honestly, you cannot freely move at that angle of the screen anymore because he will clip you. Definitely, yeah, definitely big, huge winner, because again, he's another character that people didn't really believe in, and now he's like a snap target. When you see him, snap him because he's dangerous. How about this? I'll meet you guys in the middle, okay? You guys are yelling at me. I'll meet you in the middle. How about this? Honorable mentions. How about that? Can we agree on that? Honorable mentions. I'll say Goku Black. Goku Black, in my opinion, was already a beast in the previous patch, but he got even better. So definitely an honorable mention, because all of his buffs are good. Specifically the buff where he can do honorary big winners. Especially the God Slicer. God Slicer buff is big where he can stay on the ground. That's big for neutral, and that's big for his combo routing. This man just carries you corner to corner, and he gets meterless knockdowns now. So that's really, really good. But the only reason I don't put him up here is because I already feel like he was amazing. I think you guys are underselling him a little bit in the previous patch. In the previous patch, I think Goku Black was really, really, really strong. I think you guys are you're undercutting him a little bit, in my opinion. But I'll put him honorable mentions. So is Beers, but he went to broken territory though. That's why he's so high up here, because he was already one of the best and now he's broke. Honorable mention, I will put my pal Frieza there. Definitely in the honorable mentions for sure. Him having those loops, the eye laser buffs, definitely a big improvement for sure. I like the new stuff with Frieza. Yeah, I do agree. Bardock, the more I think about it, yeah, you guys are right. Them buffing his lariats is crazy. Anytime his lariats gets better is insane. The amount of meter that this builds is actually kind of shocking. So not only is he neutral man, but he is a sort of, you could say he's a battery now. I mean, you're probably gonna be EXing a lot, but him building way more meter doing the spins is really nice. And the spins having projectile invincibility is something that he always needed. He literally always needed this. That's crazy. He's never had that. Yeah, spin even beats assists. Because Bardock, I mean, you all know, Bardock has always been a character who gets Omega zoned. That's been his biggest weakness. So the fact that he has a way of actually stopping zoning is huge. And it's a way that builds a lot of meter. So that's really good. Also, Gut Punch got better. Gut Punch is even better on block now, which is crazy. Because it lunges so far forward that you can literally, oh, she's still on 2H from that block string demonstration. You can literally be like so far away and then get right back in with Gut Punch. It's actually kind of crazy. That's crazy. Now you're plus and you're right back. That's actually crazy. And he can delay this, and it does hella chip, and it's building a lot of meter. They kind of turned it into the fact that even if he doesn't open you up, which he can, because he has that. He has the overhead now. He has the overhead, you know, and he has 2L, so he can do, you know, super dash mix up, so he can definitely open you up. But even if he doesn't, it's not a big deal because this is chipping you and building meter and resetting his pressure. So it's putting you in a position where you have to try to reflect your way out. And of course, you know, that's always going to be a risk. Trying to, like, you know, reflect something on reaction is always going to be a risk. So they basically gave Bardock teeth. Like, he's always been threatening because of the fact that, you know, he has the lariat that you can't get away from, you know, round start lariat, you know, LOL. I mean, full screen lariat, LOL. But now he's actually, like, threatening when he's on top of you because it's like, dang, gotta get this guy off of me, but how? You know, I gotta like reversal or take some kind of risk or he's just gonna be all over me forever. And that's good for him because just like some of the other characters we talked about, you know, he's been a character that people have wanted to see get better for a long time. People have not believed in him that much for a long time. So yeah, I'm happy to see Bardock like doing much better than he was before. Honorable mentions, I want to say Lab Coat. The fact that she builds meter now is huge. Her building meter is really big and really dangerous because she's still, don't get it twisted, she's been nerfed a million times, but don't forget that she is the Omni character. She has every single tool imaginable, multiple command grabs, barrier, beam, key blast, angled key blast, infinite lows, OTG, you know, multi-hitting buttons. Don't forget that she's an amalgamation. She has everything. So her getting buffed at all is always going to be dangerous. It's worth taking note of. Always take note of Lab Coat getting buffs because, yeah, she is that dangerous. Her only weakness, really, is that her assists are buns. She basically doesn't have assists. Her barrier is lackluster. Her spin is a key blast. And then her best assist is C assist. Granted, her C assist is pretty good. It's a beam C. So it's pretty good. But, you know, like no one's hyping up her assists. Yeah, if you put her as a point character, yikes. That's all I can say. Lab Coat on point with good characters behind her, yikes. Some of you guys pointed it out. Yeah, I agree. Jiren is definitely an honorable mention. He got a lot of the same stuff Hit did. His routing got way better, which it didn't need to. His routing was already really good. And him being able to do his counter without anything touching him is super toxic. It's like Omega toxic that they can do the lunging grab now for free. It's meterless. So you can just at any time just do a tracking teleporting command grab and the person has to deal with it. That's actually really crazy. It's really, really crazy. Yeah, and the charge lariat tackle is crazy too. That is crazy. I've been on the receiving end of that a couple of times now. The chariot tackle being plus when you delay it, crazy. So his staggers got better, they didn't need to. His routing got better, didn't need to. And his defensive options got better, didn't need to. So yeah, definitely an honorable mention. I might actually put him up here. He's kind of cracked. He'd be up here if he wasn't so good already. He was already ridiculous, but it's like, yeah. Honorable mentions, I'll put Janemba up here. That A assist, cracked, completely cracked. 25 frame Janemba A. Sheesh. Sheesh. I'm looking, I'll say Goku Blue. He might be the last one. Being able to teleport is crazy. He could teleport now. It's very crazy and it's very jarring. Like here I am, I'm trying to play neutral, I'm minding my own business, and then suddenly there's a blue Goku behind me. Yikes. I'll say base Vegeta. Actually, I'll put base Vegeta like here. I do think base Vegeta got way better. His buffs are way better than I thought they were. I thought they were good, but they're actually amazing. Him being able to convert meterlessly off of Ki Blast, and he's a zoning character, is insane. And then him being able to convert off of Knee Drop with a button is insane. So it's kind of like they took the, so like I said with some of the other characters here, they took the best elements of him and just made them better. I really think the Knee Drop change is insane. It's actually insane. Him being able to combo off of that so freely, and then him being able to meterlessly combo off of Ki Blast, and they sped his Ki Blast up. His Ki Blast is already ridiculously fast. They sped it up. So it's like, yeah, that's actually insane. Did anybody else get away with murder? Oh no, come here. Yeah, you with the blonde hair. Get over there. Thought you were gonna sneak by. Get in there. Her assist builds meter now. Get out of here. Get out of here, you war criminal. Okay, we'll do biggest loser first. Oh man, it actually pains me to say this. Like, this brings me absolutely no joy. Biggest loser, it's Videl. It's absolutely Videl. Yeah, I honestly can't believe that she got the biggest nerf of any character. The only other characters that really got nerfed were Baby. They took away his level 3, so he doesn't have that level 3. He doesn't have his level 3 mix-up anymore. Vegito, they shot him in the legs. Like, his legs are unsafe on block, and then they nerfed his damage scaling. So it's like you don't automatically die off of 6S or command grab, you know? But he'll be fine. It's Vegito. And then Trunks got nerfed as well. But Trunks is 100% fine. Like, Trunks got nerfed, but he really only got nerfed in damage. He did not get nerfed in functionality. Like, he still has his new mix-ups. He still has flip. He still has his conversions. He still has his loop in the corner. He still has God tier neutral. He still always gets the first turn at round start. Like, Trunks is still ridiculous. And he still gets to punish you off any reflect. If you ever get reflected by Trunks, it's reflect 5S and you're punished. That's really crazy, dude. Like, I don't think, like, some of the people who play Trunks, I don't think they actually understand his strength. The character is ridiculous, even with the nerfs. Like, he's bonkers, dude. So yeah, all this is to say, biggest loser, Videl. Let's go ahead and talk about it. Okay, Videl, man, yeah, again, this brings me no happiness. I'm a Videl enjoyer. I love Videl, but she is by far the biggest loser of this patch. So first things first, they kind of gutted all of her routing because of what they did to the way like her H's work. So it's like all of her routing got like a lot different mid-screen because of the way they changed the way the opponent reacts to her button. So that messed with all of her routing. So if you play Videl, you have to learn all new routing. So that's number one. That always sucks. I have seen some of the new routes. They're pretty cool, but it is unfortunate that, yeah, her routing really got messed with. So you gotta basically relearn all your loops and everything. Cause like the way Saiyaman comes out is different. The way they react when they get hit by him is different. And then the way her 5H hits them is different. So that's number one. But elephant in the room, the biggest thing. Well, let me talk about the other minor thing. This one's a little more minor, but she's the only character in the game who can't perfect reflect. I don't think that's a big problem because she still has this. She still technically has the best reflect because her reflect can punish anything anyway, but it is worth noting that she can't perfect reflect. So that is a little weird, but she does get meter though. So it's like if you do something like this, I saw someone win a TNS match by doing this the other day. Like, you know, you can still punish, you know, things like Super Dash with a reflect, which is really, really good. But it is worth noting she can't do it. But the biggest thing though is they completely and utterly murdered the Saiyaman Super. So when you Saiyaman Super now, the cutscene is gone. The cutscene is gone. He dances in real time, and you do not get the power up until it says power up. So if I do this and he comes out and I get hit, no power up. That didn't count. You gotta try again. That's really bad. Add on to the fact, woo is crazy. Add on to the fact, look at Trunks' meter. Look at Trunks' meter. It no longer steals it. So no cutscene and no meter steal. And you can't DHC it. If you DHC it, that used to count. Does not count anymore. That did not count. He has to complete the dance. This is a massive nerf, dude. And not just that, you cannot tag either. If he's dancing and I tag, doesn't count. So that super is basically gone. The only way to get the same effect now is to use it as a counter super. If you use it as a counter super, it's the old way. They gotta watch the movie and it steals their meter. But the days of using it in a combo are pretty much dead. And I didn't talk about the other thing, the biggest thing. Everything I listed is horrible, but the thing that really, like the icing on the cake, Gohan is unusable during this entire time. You can't even use him. It's actually tragic. I'm not gonna lie to you. You're like, I've been playing this game since the beginning, and I can honestly say I've never seen them nerf anything this hard. This is the hardest I've ever seen anything nerfed. I'm trying to think off the top of my head. This got like a quadruple nerf. Like this got nerfed in every single aspect. No cutscene, no meter steal. Gohan's unusable. He's on the screen in real time. It takes way longer. He can be interrupted. Tag can interrupt him. Man, yeah. I will say though, as people are saying in the chat, it was insanely strong. I would like to see them meet you halfway somewhere. I would like to see, like, if you do this, maybe once Gohan starts dancing, that counts. He doesn't have to finish the whole thing, and I can interrupt him by doing this. It should be good enough to just get this part. I don't know if that would be broken. You guys let me know. Would it be broken if once she did this, she already had the power up? Would that be broken? I don't know. But for now, she is by far the most nerfed character. I think she's still good. I don't think she's bad. I think she's still good, but she lost her gun. She had a gun, they snatched it away from her. All right, and now the moment you've all been waiting for. I mean, this couldn't be more obvious. I mean, this is just, you know, like there's a buildup, but we all know it's about to happen. I mean, literally, what needs to be said? The biggest winner of the patch, without any shred of argument. There's no one on the planet that can argue with this. Easily, the biggest winner of the patch is Lord Yamcha. I mean, it's just obvious. I mean, like, what? But yeah, anyway, UI Goku. UI Goku, I mean, do we even gotta go over this one, dude? Do we gotta go over this one? I mean, what needs to be said? He got the biggest overhaul of any character in this entire game. He went from decent. Now let me say something. I never thought that UI was that bad. That's why I was playing that UI team for a little bit last patch, because I never believed he was that bad. I thought he was fine. He was a defensive character who had good defensive tools. Yeah, he just wasn't the best. But now, he's just an absolute monster. He got a lot of buffs. We could sit here and, you know, we could talk about his buffs all night. He got a whole spreadsheet of buffs that we could just go over all night. But I mean, let's not waste you guys' time. You know what it's about. 6H. I mean, what needs to be said? This is so dumb. It's so stupid, but at the same time, it did make him really fun. So, pretending that no one is gonna be toxic, right? Let's just pretend that when you go online, everyone is friendly and they're all a good sport, right? To be positive, the good thing about the 6H buff is it makes his routing fun. His routing before was very boring. Like, the most exciting thing you could do before was this. You know? But now that he has 6H conversions, yeah, you get that every time. Anytime the opponent is in a stun, and then you can loop it, which is crazy. You can literally loop it for free. You can literally loop it, bro. And not just that, he gets it off of, like, everything. So he's just got all, yeah, exactly, and your assists. So just, no matter what, you're comboing. And if that wasn't enough, it gives him Oki. Good Oki, which is insane. It gives him all new combo routes off of everything. And because hit stun counts when you're on the ground, you can use it while the opponent is recovering. People use this now as a frame kill. If you don't know what a frame kill is, it's when you do a move to measure time. So instead of saying, oh, okay, the opponent gets off the ground in 3 seconds, you now say the opponent gets off the ground after 2 6Hs. So when I do 6H 2 times, that means they're getting up. So I can always time my meaty that way, and it's gonna be perfect because I'm frame killing it. And that's probably the most toxic frame kill of all time. He can also frame kill by doing a backdash.
This is horrible.
Anytime you backdash, that frame kills as well. So you're gonna be on top of them with the perfect timing every single time because the sequence times it for you. So this is horrible. So yeah, add on top of that all the other buffs he got, better invincibility frames, this being able to pass through you for actual mix. Not to mention, he now retains invincibility on his flips. When he flips, pay attention. You see where it says invincibility? Pay attention to that. When I do this, I'm still projectile invul. So you can pass through projectiles and shoot people, and then you lose it. And when you do this, you're invincible the whole time. The whole time? Why? It's just, yeah, this character, he's bonkers. So yeah, this is the completed list. Biggest winner, UI. We have a lot of big winners. All these characters had a huge come up or got something they probably should not have got. Honorable mentions, all these characters got something really crazy that heavily upped their game, and their game might already have been pretty strong. Got away with murder, characters that people thought were gonna get nerfed. They did not. And then the biggest loser, I'm so sad that it is you, Miss Devil. But everybody down here I still think is really good. All these characters got something good, you know, all of them. Like, just because these characters aren't up here, you know, I think everybody is a winner in this patch. Let me say that. I think everybody's a winner. Even Trunks and Vegito, because they didn't get nerfed harder. So they're, by that logic, they're still winners, because they could have got nerfed worse like Videl did, but they didn't get nerfed that bad. So in the end, they're still winners. Because like everybody down here still got some kind of good buff. So this is the winner patch. Everybody's a winner. But in my opinion, the ones up here, these are the biggest winners for the reasons that we went over. But definitely let me know what you guys think. Of course, this is just my humble opinion as someone who's been playing since the game came out. This is just how I feel. Definitely let me know what you guys feel. But hopefully in the future, this patch will not be one of those patches that we grow to hate. I'm having fun right now, but sometimes, you know, the tide can turn and a patch can become toxic. I hope this isn't that patch. I'm hoping that because everyone's so strong, it doesn't turn into like a, oh, you gotta play this or else. But fingers crossed, fingers crossed that we don't.